Hi, this is Camilla Blossom, and I'm here to do an oracle reading for the full moon in Capricorn tomorrow morning. This full moon feels very powerful. It is a super moon. I'm feeling lots of emotions, and I thought it might support you and me to pick a few cards and from my deck, Sacred Spirits of Gaia, and see what the elementals and spirits of earth have to say. So pick 1, 2, or 3. And you're also welcome to pick 2 or 3 or 1 card, whatever feels good. And I'll go over each card. So just see what number jumps forward for you. There are 3 very different energies. So we'll get started. 1. I'm going to pull up the picture. Hummingbird. Choose quick, joyful action. The hummingbird medicine, as we know, is very quick. And so any healing that you're working with, this is a time, this full moon is a time for great healing. Just recognize that you can do it and go through it very quickly. You don't have to draw it out. You can just, take some space for yourself, do some ritual or ceremony, do some meditation, tune in, and just allow yourself to invite the hummingbirds to come in. They will come and they will bring healing. They will bring medicine. They will bring you what you need. I'm going to read from my what the hummingbirds have to say. These are channeled messages that are in my oracle deck, Sacred Spirits of Gaia, as well as in my book, which is also called Sacred Spirits of Gaia. So the hummingbird is about choosing quick, joyful change. I am hummingbird and I feel and know inner joy. I am delighted to express joy and magic in every garden, flower, and landscape. I set strong boundaries and fiercely guard my territory. My blindingly fast wing speed and agile flying is akin to fairies. I work very quickly. In just one instant, all can come into balance, renewal, and harmony, or be elevated to a new level of understanding. Do you need to speed up or create more joy? If you'd like to do a ritual to really connect with the hummingbirds, they have given me a ritual as well, which I will share. And that is to put something red in your garden to attract me to your home. Plant red flowers, place red ribbons on trees, or put up a red feeder. I will infuse your home with joy, beauty, and delight, and speed up magical manifestations. So I encourage you to align with this energy. It's also one to really consider your boundaries. Do you have really clear boundaries for yourself? This is a time when we're all opening really quickly as the veil's thin, our sensitivity, our oneness, but with that comes a need to have very healthy boundaries. And that doesn't mean just in the physical world, in your daily life, but it also means emotional boundaries, mental boundaries, psychic and spiritual boundaries. And that not just means with people in your life, but also how you work with the spiritual realms. All right. I'm just going to spend a moment to tune in with Hummingbird and see if there's anything else. I'm just seeing an image of like Hummingbird flying very, its wings batting so fast that I can't see it. And it's just like, be quick, be quick, be quick, be quick. So that's like something for you to work with if you picked the number 1 card, to really think about how can you be quicker? Oh, done. Oh, do that. So just consider like how the speed that you're operating at. Is there something that can be turned to joy that quickly? sometimes we can be mirrored down in our, issues and our things we're dealing with and adulting stuff. So just this fast, you can snap over into joy. I hope that was helpful for number ones. All right, so very different energy, as I said, with all three cards. If you pick two, I'll pull up the two card. Just actually, I'm going to do that once more. I just want to make sure you definitely can see it. Okay. All right, the stone beings, listen to the ancient stories. So the stone beings are all the rocks and crystals and stones, and it can be the mountains. But it's that very dense, slow, wise, ancient energy. So I think for you, you're being told to slow down. So if you pick number two, it's more about taking some time, maybe sitting and holding some rocks that are special to you, or going out and finding some rock outcroppings or some stones, some places where you're tuning into these beings. And some of them can be these huge monolith beings that are just large and very powerful. They can be small stones and they can be very powerful. So however you relate. But what the stones are asking is for you to really listen. Now is a very potent time. It's full moon. It's Capricorn. Capricorn is all about the body. It's all about physicality. It's kind of stones are all about that. So there's some teaching of the stones for you to listen to them. What is it that stones can share? I've had amazing experiences with stones. So I'm going to read the stone being card. This is the voice of the stones. As a stone being, I am a record keeper for Earth with ancient stories to tell. I may be small or a powerful rock cliff, arch, standing stone, outcropping boulder or mountain. I am home to fairies, elves, and dragons. Respect me. Do not move me without permission. Some of my kin need to stay where they are. Sometimes I want to journey with you as a healer, messenger, teacher, or storyteller. I love sharing stories and ceremonies. I'm going to share the stone being ritual. So you can go out and be with a stone being and ask permission to work with me. Create a stone circle on the earth with each stone touching. Once the circle is complete, imagine a beautiful spark of light in each stone. See the light travel in a circle to connect all stones. Inside my stone circle, there's magic. So that's a fun way to connect and see the spark of life. That stones aren't inanimate. To me, I've talked to stones, conversed with them, laid on them, connected with them through the gnomes. And so they really want us to connect. I have a friend who has a grandmother stone circle with big monolith stones, and each one has a different energy to it. And whenever I go over there, it seems like someone needs that stone healing. And so just standing next to the stone with your back to it, I would observe this energy healing going on in the person who was standing there, or for myself. And it was like the stone being was reaching out and aligning energetically the person's energy, their chakras, their whole system, in order to be more connected with the ancient remembering energies, those record keeper energies, those Akashic energies. We all carry a lot of memories, especially those of us old souls, like being with stone beings and connecting with them can really help you remember your gifts through your lineage. It can help you remember your connection to your ancestors, help you remember the old ways, the ways of the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the medicine people, the ways that we can open more, that really blend with this new earth energy of light. So bringing things from the past is really important right now, to blend into this new creation energy that we're all creating. And so let's tune in for a moment with the stone beings. Maybe consider ones that you have a connection with. And we'll just ask, and you can ask as well, you know, what message, what energy, what alignment can these stone beings give you? And what they're telling me is they're all about alignment right now. They want to align you. They want to help you anchor deeply into the stones and the crystalline grid of Mother Earth. Because what's happening right now is we're having huge amounts of light coming from the cosmos, from the divine, from source, from the sun, from like the star nations, the star ancestors and such. And so this energy needs to be anchored and grounded and connected and fed into the grid of Mother Earth. And so, and it goes the other way as well. But the stone beings are showing the importance of helping us all learn how to ground fully into Earth, into Gaia, and into that, that density. Even though we're raising multidimensionally our frequencies, it's really important that our bodies also be in touch with what is physical, what is stone, what is grounded. We can't really advance too far unless our bodies can tap into that. So I'm seeing a lot of stones in the inner earth. So if you work with the inner earth or want to tune in below and into the caves, into the inner earth, like into Mount Shasta's and inner earth location. So just inviting you to think about rocks, not just on the surface, what you're working with, but to allow yourself and your roots and your awareness to go deeper into the earth. And slow down. That was that other message. That was so different from number one. And if you did pick both those cards, it'll be an interesting experiment to see how you know, some areas of your life you might need to do a quick turnaround or speed up or bring more joy, where the second card is a lot more slowing down, deepening in, grounding, anchoring these new energies. And also know that each one of us, especially the light workers out there, like our job is to gather this light and live it and be it, but it's also to anchor that, to let it flow through us like the trees into the earth and into the grid. Like we feed the grid of Mother Earth as she lightens and brightens, and then she feeds us. So always imagining yourself connected to the crystalline grid of Mother Earth. All right, 3 more Capricorn energy for you. You picked the 3 card. I'm going to get this set up here. Okay, the number 3, if you picked 3, it's maple tree. Find blessings in the new season. And to me, he's always felt like a grandmother or a grandfather, like an older elder, an ancient one, in the way the stones being filled for me, but the trees being alive in a different way, a way that for us humans, it's much easier to relate to trees in terms of seeing them move, seeing their leaves fall, seeing their seasons, touching them, relating to their aliveness through their flowers and beautiful flowers on the maple tree. Out in the Northwest, we have the big leaf maple, which have gorgeous blooms that are like lime green. I remember the first year I was like captivated by these. blossoms. I'm like, oh my God, I've never seen these. And I hadn't worked with that tree at that time. And I was just overcome. And I realized, oh, this tree is some medicine for me. That's why I'm noticing it. And let's work with it. So since then, for those 20 some odd years, I've been connecting with this tree. And I kind of see, I'll talk about her in that way, grandmother, just because we'll pick one. And I feel she is one that's really worked with me for a lot of healing on the earth and the planet, doing land alchemy, doing psychopomp work where we're clearing ghosts and spirits, helping work with Standing Rock when I went there. Like, she always seems to be there for me, like as a grandmother, to help support me in becoming more of a leader and a grandmother and an oracle and a leader as an elder myself. And so the grandmother maple tree is really helping us hold our own at this time. And I know this July is a lot about confidence, standing up for yourself, really claiming your strength, your authority, stepping forward, doing your thing, expressing yourself, whatever way that is. The maple tree really honors those seasons. And so I will read you more. Find blessings in the new season. So here's her message, or their message. As grandmother or grandfather, I am elder ancestor. My medicine aligns with the rhythm of Mother Earth. I offer a sweet, safe space to sit and feel comforted as you move from one season to another, one cycle to another, and one phase into the next. Mark the new season's transitions or life path with ritual. In spring, rebirth and renew. In summer, play and celebrate. In autumn, reflect and release. In winter, move into rest and retreat. I love that reminder for summer, because we're in the beginning of July, to play and celebrate. And the tree ritual, and if you have a maple tree, or if you don't, another tree, but this is the ritual. Sit under my branches and drum with me to honor a new season or cycle. Drum in a heartbeat rhythm to synchronize your heartbeat with Mother Earth. Drum out old energy, drum into the moment, drum your future. Drum and align past, present, future into the now. And even if you don't have a drum, you know, the fairies have always told me, like, take 2 sticks and use the sticks in the forest. Or if you have one, yeah, definitely bring that and sit under a tree. And what I know to be true, and for those who follow the lunar cycles, when the full moon is illuminating the sky, especially Capricorn, which is apparently, this is a very powerful astrological moon. You can look up astrology readings if you want to learn more. But this time has a lot of releasing of karma. It's to do with Pluto and Capricorn, and kind of moving out of an old cycle. We've probably been hearing this a lot, but this is another opportunity to really just surrender and let go, not to control anything. And so I do find the maple tree grandmother to be such a beautiful marker of how we can mark those occasions of letting go, so that it's easier to be in the moment and allow the future to unfold in each new moment. And so that might be a great full moon ritual for those who picked card 3 to celebrate this full moon, even just a short 5-10 minute thing of going and sitting with the moon, bring your drum or your sticks and drum to the heartbeat, connect in, We were talking in the second card about connecting with the crystal and grid. Well, in this case, I invite you, and you can even do this now, to connect with the tree, the ancient tree grid of in Mother Earth, in Gaia. I'm just asking to connect. We'll do it, and you will be in touch with all these ancient wise ones that carry the Akasha, the records, in the same way that the stones and the whales and the different ancient beings do. So I just want to see if there's any other messages from Maple Tree. And if you do want to know more too, I do have my book with much more information about all of them. Sacred Spirits of Gaia, Co-Creating a New Earth with Fairies, Elementals, Ancestors, and Spirits of Land. Let's see. Okay, for Maple Tree, I think it's more of that grounding energy in number 3. I'm really seeing the importance, and you can see this right now. Imagine the roots going down from each foot and really seeing each root system spread. So it goes all the way to the center of the earth. And what you want to see is that each root system is its own independent one. They're not gnarling together between your right and left. One is the feminine, one is the masculine lineage, and you want them to have nice, independent, strong roots. And that will really help you grounding, especially some of the Neptune energy or the spacey energy I've noticed, where I'm like really spacey and forgetful. So helping you ground your body even deeper into the earth will help you soar spiritually and be more able to deal with ups and downs and craziness and chaos of some of the things in the world. Yeah. And then with that, you can connect with that crystal, beautiful grid of trees, sending love, beating the grid. It's with your love and your gratitude. Yeah. And for those who, picked all of these, it does feel like there's a lot of energy about Capricorn, that solid energy, but also to bring that lightness, that joy, that high frequency beauty into the relationships of grounding and anchoring and being present in your body. It's so important. So that's the reading for the full moon and this cycle, which will go to the next full moon. But enjoy. I hope that was helpful. If you'd like to work with me more, I have lots of ways to get involved. You can check out my website at CamillaBlossom.com. I also have a Patreon group. I have a flower essence magic group where we journey with the plants and connect with them more. I do mentorship. And in the fall, I start my land alchemy training once again, which is a full year program to work with the sacred spirits of Gaia and work with land clearing, harmonizing, and awakening places, waters, houses, homes. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful full moon and a beautiful day.